Good morning, Cedar Park. Up ahead, catch your top 3 things.
Your pet of the week.
And an all-new Pack Chat where our hosts discuss this week's most trending topics.
Turn it up because the Wolfcast starts now. Good morning, Cedar Park, and welcome back. I'm Abby Martinez, and I'm here this morning with Jack Polishuk and Katie Whitmarsh.
First up, we have reporter Neha Khan with the top 3 things you need to know for today.
Thanks, Katie, and happy Wednesday, Cedar Park. First, the runoff for the Senate position has concluded between Democratic Senator Raphael Warnock and Republican candidate Herschel Walker. After the polls closed, the results were announced. Warnock officially won the election with as many as 1,753,023 votes, which is 50.8%, while Walker had 1,697,746 votes, which was 49.2%. The win for Warnock could mean a leverage for the Democrats in the Senate. Warnock thanked his supporters and said, quote, "After a hard-fought campaign, or should I say campaigns, it is my honor to utter the most powerful words in democracy. The people have spoken," end quote. Second, the British Fashion Awards took place yesterday. The awards consisted of honoring the late Queen Elizabeth and showcased stars such as Lily James and Naomi Campbell. Among the celebrations, model Bella Hadid won the Model of the Year award for 2022. This year, she's been in the spotlight for the most viral moments in the fashion industry, and has, quote, emerged as one of the biggest champion of vintage on the red carpet, end quote. Finally, Trump Organization has been found guilty of multiple charges consisting of, quote, criminal tax fraud and falsifying business records connected to a 15-year scheme to defraud tax authorities, end quote. Even though Trump and his family were not involved in the charges, the name of the former president was repeatedly brought up in court. Prosecutors described his involvement with the benefits that was distributed to different executives, which includes apartments that are funded by the company, personal expenses, and car leases.
Thanks, Neha. Up next, a new edition of the Pack Chat, but first these announcements.
Welcome to the Pack Chat, our student voice opinion segment. I'm Jack Polishuk, joined by Caleb Taylor and Tanvi Sankoli, and guest co-host Reagan Hill as we discuss this week's most trending topics. Let's get started. First, in a recent interview, The Office star Mindy Kaling has stirred up some debate online after making comments about the former hit show. Here's what she said.
That show is so inappropriate now. I mean, we always talk about the writers who I'm still in touch with now. We talk about how so much of that show we probably couldn't make now. Tastes have changed, and honestly what offends people has changed so much now. And so I think that actually it's one of the reasons why the show is popular, because people feel like there's something kind of fearless about it or taboo that it talks about on the show.
She goes on to say most of the characters from the show would have been canceled today. So does she have a point, or do you think shows like The Office should or could be made in today's social environment?
See, I've watched all seasons of The Office, and you know, I've loved the whole entire series. But in today's society, I feel like back in 2010 or like when it was like going on, we weren't as sensitive as we are today, and now people are bringing all these politics and all these issues into TV. So like if it would pass right now, I don't think so, because like all of people who are going to be criticizing it for like all these political issues that they're putting inside the show, it's going to get bad reviews, and then people are going to go to social media, it's going to spread around, and I don't think it would pass on TV today.
And people will definitely call out people who watch that show if it is like have canceled characters.
I have a bit of a different opinion, because I feel like if the show was made on cable TV nowadays, I feel like maybe I can see what y'all are saying. But if it was on a streaming service, I feel like it would have a much higher opportunity of getting that audience. And I feel like in today's climate, people still would really enjoy the show because new people are still watching the show. New people are still finding the show very funny. I don't think our culture has changed that much. I think it's just like a few people, and that kind of people overestimate the amount of people in that group. I don't know. I'm kind of word vomiting a little bit.
Yeah,
No, but like
I can see that.
No, I agree. I mean, it seems like it's a loud minority of people who like take a lot of things the wrong way, especially in older shows like that. I watched the show when I was in like 7th grade, so I feel like a lot of the things that I thought were funny back then, I personally would not really find funny now.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a product of its time a little bit.
So you think it's for like a younger age group then? Because she mentioned in the video that like all these like 15-year-old boys were watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was like the demographic was meant to be for younger people because of like the setting, you know, because not many young 15-year-olds are working in a paper company.
Gotcha.
But I think that was sort of how it landed.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right, and next this morning, Consult Group has released a list of the fastest growing brands in America in 2022. The #1 brand was Meta. But a surprise on the list was Great Value Cream Cheese, coming in as the 8th fastest growing brand, ahead of both the MLB and Gatorade. So, what do you all think of this fastly growing economy of cream cheese?
I can't say I'm surprised. People love cream cheese.
I
Absolutely.
haven't
It's a
even
big
heard
seller.
of this cream cheese brand. I don't even like cream cheese to begin with.
It's the Walmart brand, like Great Value. It's like the.
I don't go to
I
Walmart. though.
have only eaten the Philadelphia one, like that one.
That's the
Yeah,
one that, like,
that's like
everyone
the
knows.
go-to one.
But I saw on top of the list that Crocs was number 2nd. This is a little controversial
Yeah.
topic here.
Really?
But Crocs, I just hate those.
That list doesn't
I
seem
think-
very accurate.
Yeah.
Why would they be? I mean, I guess a lot of people have them today, but like,
Why
I
now
just.
though?
Why
I feel
now?
like
Yeah.
they had their wave like a couple of years
Yeah,
ago.
like I feel like
Yeah.
like back in like the 2000s or like, well, it still is, you know, but
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah.
why are they getting popular now?
I just realized that I just bought a pair of Crocs. So maybe, I think they're coming back a
You're
little
part
bit.
of the
Like
problem, Jack.
Yeah, maybe so.
bro.
Maybe I am. Finally, a new BuzzFeed article is highlighting people's takes on some holiday time traditions, including Elf on the Shelf being a menace and that Secret Santa is pointless and incredibly bad for the environment. So, do y'all agree with any of these spicy takes?
I have something to say. So our classroom has an elf on the shelf called Henry, right? Okay, that thing is creepy. I don't.
Yes, thank you.
It's so creepy. It's like
Yeah.
a little like demon that just spawns in the classroom, and then I like find it. And I'm like, oh, like, it's like
Would you call him a menace though?
a menace.
That seems like
I
that
would
seems
call
harsh.
it haunted or possessed.
Yes,
That might
it's
be fair, but a menace? What has he
It's
done to
like
you?
a little
What has he
doll.
done to you, Reagan?
It's a little
Exists.
doll
How
that
does he
like
hurt
literally
you?
pops up in the classroom, and I'm like, I don't
Yeah.
want to like.
It's Santa. He's an
That's
elf from
Santa.
the
When I
North
was
An
Pole.
elf.
younger, Caleb, let me tell you something. When I was younger, I have trauma from this. Because somebody would break into my room, put the thing right in front of my face on my bed, and then would leave it there.
That is frightening.
Yeah, that is terrifying.
It sounds like one of your
No.
family members was a menace. I don't know if that was the elf.
I mean, it's a little combination of two. Maybe
Yeah,
the elf
true.
was influencing like the family member a little bit.
Like a
Maybe it's got some
parasitic
evil,
relationship
like
type thing.
yeah, aura. And what are our thoughts on a secret, white elephant? What's it called?
Secret
Santa?
I don't understand how it could like negatively impact the environment. Like
Yeah,
I
they-
really don't understand.
They
that.
didn't even explain how it did in like the.
They
There
did.
was
They
no
provided
archive.
no
There was
source.
So I was like, oh, how do I even know if it's bad for the
It's the
environment?
fumes of the wrapping paper, and it like spreads to the ozone
Bad
layers.
aura.
BuzzFeed loves to use buzzwords to just
Yeah,
kind of.
a lot of it's
Yeah.
Yeah.
false.
It's
but
just for entertainment. All right, and that's all we have for you today. Remember, T-Will Pack, there's always time to chat.
This week's Pet of the Week is Assistant Dance Director Miss Thompson's dog, Maisie. Miss Thompson and her husband adopted her in 2019. Maisie loves to take naps, look out the window, cuddle, and eat lots of treats. Maisie enjoys watching Star Wars and basketball with her dad, and she recently celebrated her 4th birthday last month. If you'd like your pet to be featured on Pet of the Week, direct message us on our Instagram account at CPHS News or tweet us your videos and a short bio of your pet, also at CPHS News. And that's all we have for you today. Make sure you're keeping up with all of our content, so head over to our YouTube at CPHS News.
You can also follow at CPHS_sports for updates during the games.
We'll see you tomorrow with a story on Pitch Black Saves Christmas, choir caroling, and a T-Will Spotlight.
Thanks for taking time to join us this morning.
With CPHS News, I'm Katie Whitmarsh.
I'm Jack Polshuk.
And I'm Abby Martinez. Remember, make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Have a wonderful Wednesday, Cedar Park.